What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. So it is October, which means the FAFSA portal is open to submit applications. And in this video, I'm going to get straight to the point to how to maximize the financial aid you can possibly get by talking about common mistakes people make when filling out the FAFSA, how to adjust your assets, dealing with divorced separated parents, how to appeal for additional aid, all that good stuff to make sure you guys get the most amount of financial aid you can possibly get from the government and the school you plan on going to. I really wish I had seen this video you guys are watching, because not knowing these couple of things lost me about $12,000 in possible aid I could have gotten. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and tap that like button and let's hop into it. So obviously the first thing right off the bat is to fill out the FAFSA and fill it out as soon as possible. Even if you think your family won't qualify for anything, the process takes less than an hour to do, and not all financial aid is based solely on family need. If you later choose to apply through scholarships to your school or take on student loans, in some cases the money can even be awarded to you without having a FAFSA on file. Now additionally, you want to fill out the FAFSA as soon as possible. Financial aid is given out on a first come, first served basis. The difference between applying that first month the portal opens versus the last month before the portal closes can cost you up to twice as much financial aid. And last year I actually made that exact mistake by filling out my FAFSA 1 week before the portal closed. Despite my family's income not changing, I lost a ton of money I'd gotten in previous years. So October 1st, set time aside with your family to fill out the FAFSA ASAP. You haven't filled the FAFSA out already and it's past October 1st, fill it out right after watching this video to maximize the financial aid you can get. Now on the actual FAFSA itself, most people make these common mistakes by inaccurately reporting their income and their assets, which drastically decreases the aid they could be getting. So first, when filling out your parents' income, I highly recommend you guys use the IRS data retrieval tool the FAFSA provides. So when you're in the finances tab and they're asking about your parents' income, it's going to ask if you can pull the information straight from the IRS, because your parents already filled out taxes for that previous year. I highly recommend you guys just do this to get rid of any misinformation you might provide, which might mess up your chance of getting any aid. After you pull your parents' income, the FAFSA will then ask you to manually input your parents' assets and your assets. Now the big thing to remember here is do not list the home you live in's value, your retirement, or your parents' retirement as an asset. The FAFSA doesn't require you to put these things down, and by putting those down, it'll show the FAFSA you have all this asset value, and they'll expect you to pay 5 to 20% of those assets towards your school. So do not put those things down. They're not required, and you're going to destroy your financial aid chances by listing those. Now additionally, if you or your parents are self-employed or own a business with less than 100 employees, you do not need to list that business as an asset. I repeat, you do not need to list that business as an asset. You do have to list the profit or loss that business provided, but then the IRS data retrieval tool has already done that for you. Now another note here, if parents are divorced, legally separated, or separated, as long as they're really just not living together, only provide one parent's information on the FAFSA, the parent you're living with. Even if your parents filed joint taxes last year, the FAFSA will ask you, as of today, are your parents divorced or separated? So don't make the mistake of finding both your parents' income or both your parents' assets, only find the information of the one parent you're living with. The next tip I have for you guys is if you, the student, have any assets worth over $1,000, so that's money in the bank or a car or some asset like that, transfer it over to your parents' account or your parents' name. This is because the FAFSA anticipates that 20% of your assets can go towards contributing to your college costs, but only 5% of your parents' assets go to contributing to your college costs. So by transferring your assets into your parents' name or your parents' accounts, you're guaranteed to be getting more financial aid money. And the last tip I have for you guys is to appeal your school's financial aid letter. If you have family circumstances like a parent being unemployed for a while, uninsured medical costs, major home repairs, send an email to your school's financial aid center and just tell them there's not enough money to go around. They'll ask some supporting documents, but the school wants to give you this money so you can go there. Most financial aid offices even set money aside because they know kids are going to appeal their financial aid letter. And there's no downside to doing this. If you feel like you fall into any category in your school's financial aid website, send them an email and hopefully you'll get some money. So that's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. College is extremely expensive, so make sure you guys maximize the amount of financial aid you could be getting. If you guys enjoyed the video or learned something new, show me a big thumbs up and subscribe to me about personal finance, entrepreneurship, or just lifestyle tips in general. Take it easy, guys, and until next time.